Elite pitchers next on MLB Network. And any thoughts?
Hey, I'm really excited to watch this guy in this one. He strung together a solid season up to this point. ERA in the low 2s, and that's not an easy thing to do in this day and age of high-scoring games and home runs and teams filled with guys that get hit throughout the lineup. This is a really good pitcher.
Standing in, Brandon Nimmo. He'll get us started in this one under the lights. Infield shifted well to the right. Here's the first pitch. Up and away to start the inning. It's 1-0. And as the Yankees get started here tonight, guys, 4-2 over their last 6 games, including a win last time out.
Yeah, Matty, you never know right here. Interleague game, when the weather gets cold, this could be a nice harbinger to what we're going to see in the Fall Classic right here. 2 first-place teams going to lock horns in a battle, and I'm jacked up.
2-0 now. And he'll lay the fastball in here to get the count back to 2-1. And this will miss as well, so he's in danger of losing the leadoff man here tonight. It's 3-1 now. Pulled toward right center field. Gardner is there. And that's the first out of the inning.
Batting second, the shortstop, Ahmed Rosario.
So striding in, Ahmed Rosario. He carries the 8th best batting average in the National League entering play.
This season really shouldn't come as a surprise to many.
Oh, and he whiffs on it as it's by him at first.
Wow, I'm not sure how, but it looks like he didn't even touch this thing. Might have been thinking about throwing the ball before he actually caught it. The game moves fast, but you have to do one thing at a time.
Striding in, Michael Conforto. And as you can tell easily from the splits, he's really struggled away from their home ballpark. From the stretch, pitch out, nothing doing. Time for a look at our umpires in this one. Working the plate is Carl Dixon.
Dan, this is an offensive player's dream to have Carl Dixon behind the dish. He is tight on the corners.
He is, D-Row, and listen, he makes you bring the ball into the strike zone. Normally, high-scoring a game when Carl's behind the dish.
On to Voit, an inning-ending double play. So no runs or hits here as the error turns out to be unimportant. Nothing in the Mets half of the first. The Yankees' first set of swings coming up. Crosstown action on MLB Network. Noah Syndergaard, a right-hander from the state of Texas, is the man on the mound here. Dan Plesac, what do you got?
Hey, we look a lot at numbers from starting pitchers, walks to innings pitched, but one of the key stats I look for is whip. And he has a sub 1.30 whip coming into this start, which tells me he throws strikes. He's not afraid to get the ball in the strike zone. It'll be interesting to see if he can string together some real quality innings in this one.
Stepping up now, DJ LeMahieu. He'll lead things off here in the bottom half of the first. No contact on the sinker there, and he's behind 0-1. Fellas, these Mets, as they enter play here tonight, they've been playing some pretty good baseball of late as they've won 6 of their last 8 games.
Yeah, Matty, taking a look at the standings right here, this team has a nice lead, comfortable. You always want to find yourself in a position where you're about 5 to 9 games, got the advantage. You don't. One series isn't going to totally kill you in the standings, and this team's sitting pretty right now.
Tough pitch to lay off there, but he did, and it's even up at 2-2. Full count, 3-2.
No pitcher likes to take the count to 3-2, especially when you throw a non-competitive pitch like that on 2-2. That one wasn't even close.
A dive, but he can't knock it down. It's through for a base hit.
Hey, this game's starting off exactly the way they want it to. Lead-off single in the bottom of the first after their pitcher went out there and threw a donut on the board. Boys are flying around.
Now in the box, Gio Urshela. He's got hits in each of the last 5 ball games. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. Sent on the ground out to second. And a diving attempt there by Cano, but he can't pull it in. A base hit. And they keep rolling here. Their runners at the corners with still nobody out.
Dan, after that base hit right there, he's got a 6-game hitting streak going.
You know what? And this could lead him on to some bigger and better things right here. He's been swinging the bat pretty well, and he's been rewarded for it, as you talked about. 6-game hitting streak so far.
Batting fourth, the left fielder, Giancarlo.
So now it'll be the 4-hole hitter, Giancarlo Stanton. And what a season he's having. Entering play, leading the league in 2 of the 3 Triple Crown categories. Ready with the 1-0 pitch.
And Bolton.
Fooled him with that one as he's way out in front.
Hey, boys, you talking about getting your ace swing off right here? That's what it looks like. A guy with massive power letting it eat.
And another foul ball. He's set. Here's the 2-2. Another one sent foul. Making him sweat out there. The 7th pitch coming up. Another foul ball, and this battle will continue. Hit hard to the right. Foul. Here's another 2-2. Fly ball out toward left center field. On the run is Nimmo. And the play is made, but this should be good enough for an RBI as the runner from third tags up. And the run will cross to make this a 1-0 Yankee lead.
Great job there by this power hitter. Known for driving the ball out of the ballpark. Does the job right there with the sac fly and brings the run home.
And that'll bring up Aaron Judge. And as you take a look at the splits here, he's actually better against right-handed pitching this season. Hard ground ball to third. Davis brings it in. Throw to second for the force out, and the side is retired. A run on 2 hits for the Yankees. We'll move ahead to the top of the second now. It's the Yankees 1. And second inning coming up, and Heidi Watney has an update for us on the weather forecast.
Well, Matt, the weather forecasts I'm hearing down here point to a fairly significant threat of rain later in the ballgame. Of course, the grounds crew and umpires will work to get this one in without delay, but they also told me that they won't hesitate to halt the game to let the weather pass through if it's impacting the play on the field or, of course, putting the safety of the players at risk. For now, we'll have to wait and see how things develop.
Yeah, Heidi, thanks. Safety of the players, of course, and players getting required rest at the end of the night becomes important. When you guys approached a game like this, did you know you were in for a long one?
You hope not, but you knew it potentially could happen. You kind of read the grounds crew. If they were running and scattering in the dugouts and running towards the tarp, you kind of prepared yourself that this one was going to get shut down at some point. But you got to stay focused. That pitcher doesn't care. He's trying to take food off your table.
Pretty good pitch right there. Fastball in off the plate. One of the things you want to do as a pitcher, try to stand those hitters up.
Just off the outside that time, laid off for a ball.
I don't blame him for not coming over the heart of the plate. He circled this guy on the lineup card.
And he jumps on this one. It's high and deep to center. There to take it is Gardner, and there are 2 away now. First pitch of the at-bat on its way. And a swing and a miss at a pitch well off the plate. It's strike 1. Previous history with Luis Severino. He's hitless in 3 at-bats. Hard hit ball to second. LeMahieu's got it. Throw on to Voit takes care of him, and the inning is over. So coming to the plate, Miguel Andujar, and he's swinging a pretty hot bat coming in. Hits in each of his last 7 games. And he'll hold off on the slider here to start the at-bat. It's ball 1. Looks at a sinker there that drops in 1-1. Syndergaard, or Thor as he's often known, he's in year 1 of a new 3-year deal. Sinker on the inside, and that's a strike. Hard sinker misses 2-2. And now pitch on the way. And a slider. Oh, got a favorable call on that one, as that's the first out of the inning.
Well, that call looked like it was a little in the pitcher's favor, but it wasn't outrageous. Hey, listen, calling balls and strikes is a really tough job, and even the best are going to miss some from time to time, especially when they're sort of borderline like that last one. Not sure the hitter would want to hear that, though.
Hits the bottom of the strike zone here with the sinker. Strike one.
Well, they got to him in the first inning, which is huge, but he looks a lot more settled into this ball game right now. He's not the kind of pitcher you want to let get into a groove out there.
Ready to deal. Here's the 1-1. Line to the right side. That gets down, and he's got himself a base hit.
You don't get too many pitches a day in the big leagues, middle cut. His eyes lit up right there. This pitcher's lucky he's not getting another ball from the umpire.
Davis grabs it cleanly. To second, there's Cano. On to first as they get the double play to get him out of the inning. Around the horn they go. 5-4 to 3 to end the threat. Don't touch that remote. More on MLB Network right after this. Leading off the inning, Matt Adams, and they'll need him to get something going here. Infield in the overshift here. Now the pitch. Back up the middle. That's a hit, the first of the game for the Mets.
Nice execution right there, Dan. Kept his front shoulder in, kept his hands inside the baseball, and ripped the base hit up the middle.
And if you're a pitcher right there, you can't get discouraged. Sometimes even when you make a good pitch, the ball's going to find a hole somewhere. That one right up the middle.
0-1 the count. Has a look, now the pitch. Swing and a miss on the slider, and that's out number one.
Well, this lineup obviously doesn't get to see this guy very often because he's over in the other league, and it's really showing. He's pitching really well right now, and I'm sure these hitters are plenty happy they don't have to face him multiple times this year.
Smoke toward the hole, and that's through for a hit. And that runner will go no further than second as there are two aboard now.
Don't sleep on the bottom of the order right there. He broke out all ambush tactics. First pitch fastball, middle in, and he's able to drive that for a nice single.
So here's Brandon Nimmo. As the first pitch to him is swung on and missed for strike one. He flied out leading off the ball game. Oh, and he's really getting the better of him now. It's strike two.
His heater's got some late ride through the zone. A lot of late swings right now. You're only going to get to that pitch if you get the front foot down early.
A little bit off the outside. It's 1-2. Nimmo with an even count of 2-2 now.
Well, he kind of got caught chasing the first two pitches out of the strike zone. But I think he's caught on to their game a little bit right now. Two tough pitches that he took with two strikes, and now the count is 2-2.
Count full, 3 balls and 2 strikes.
Wow, this is a pretty good at bat right here. From down in the count 0-2 to work the count back to 3-2, and he's seen a lot of pitches too.
Swing and a miss on the fastball that time. Out number 2.
My man on the mound has just got great strikeout stuff working for him these days. Looking back at his last start, he racked up 9 Ks, and now he's looking like he could put up similar numbers in this one.
Looking to wiggle out of this. Here it is. Ahmed Rosario is at the plate now, and he takes a cold strike. Comes set, the 0-1. Swing and a miss on the slider, and he's quickly behind 0-2.
Hey, down 0-2, he better be leery of this guy's nasty changeup. He has the ability to bury it down and away or down and in wherever he wants to. So you got to be on point with this one.
To 1-2 now. One and two. Here it is.
This is a huge pitch right here. I don't think he wants to go 3-2 and have those runners be in motion. Look for him to be aggressive with what he thinks is his best pitch right now.
Grounded up the first baseline. And the two-out threat will not come to pass as the inning is over. 2 left for the Mets. They're down 1-0. Here's Brett Gardner now. He was 1 for 3 in the ballgame back on Sunday. And he misses inside with that one, ball 1. A ball and a strike.
Great job by the pitcher right there, changing eye levels. We all know he's a sinker ball pitcher, but if he could throw some four-seamers up in the zone like that, it could work for him.
Hit out towards second. And that's just past the grasp of Cano into center, a base hit.
Boy, after that base knock right there, D-Roll, he extends his hitting streak to 7 games.
Yeah, and you can tell he's made some necessary adjustments at the plate. Anytime you're getting a knock every day of the week, you're doing things right. He's keeping that front shoulder tucked, staying inside the ball, not trying to do too much.
Here comes the 2-0 pitch. Lined hard toward right center. That's in another base hit. He's 2 for 2. And that runner will go no further than second as there are 2 aboard now.
Now batting, number 29.
Now time is called here as we'll get a trip to the mound.
Well, D-Roll, you have to love that if you're a hitter. You get ahead in the count 2-0. You get a fastball right down the middle, and he sure knew what to do with it.
Are you kidding me? You fight tooth and nail to get into count leverage at bats. 2-0, 3-1, 1-0 to buy yourself that fastball middle cut, and he didn't miss it.
Ball taken there. 2-1 now. Here's a big swing and a miss on the fastball. 2-2.
With the way this guy's throwing on the mound, you cannot be chasing. You have to set your sights a little bit lower and control the strike zone.
Ready with another 2-2.
Not a time to fool around right now on a 3-2 count with the middle part of the order coming up. Expect a good pitch to swing at.
Oh, and he has some trouble with it. Throw pulls the first baseman off the bag. Bases full now following the error. And striding forward, the designated hitter, Torres. On to first, and it's a double play, although the run does come into score from third. Now batting, Giancarlo Stanton. Runner in scoring position with Cigna. Here's a sinker to start him out, but he wouldn't bite. It's ball 1. 2 balls and no strikes. The count to Stanton.
It's a lot easier to hit when you're putting yourself in good hitters' counts. This guy's done a great job not swinging at pitchers' pitches. And when he's getting the ball in his zone, he's getting the barrel to it. He's been hot lately.
Off-speed pitch misses here, and he runs it to 3-1.
They know the threat this guy possesses at the plate. I know it's 3-1 in this situation right here, but I can't imagine anything comes over the heart of the plate.
And look out. That's in very tight, and it's ball 4. Striding in once again, Aaron Judge. 0 for 1 here in the early going. There's a strike with the breaking ball. Here's a late swing and a miss, strike 2.
Ooh-wee. That was some smoke right there. High fire right on by.
Waved at and missed for the 3rd out. Not much of it. Next for the Mets, Michael Conforto. 0 for 1 for him here in this one.
Hey, we're still in the early stages in this one. They're only down by a couple of runs, but it's really key for this leadoff guy to try to get on and get a big inning started. This guy's been throwing the ball great so far, but it's going to be tested here. 4, 5, and 6 coming up this part of the lineup.
Slider gets the outside. That's a strike. Conforto, a native of Washington, the Evergreen State, who was selected in the 1st round during the 2014 draft.
Yeah, Matty, they certainly got it right when they drafted this guy. He has turned himself into an absolute superstar. Everybody knows this guy's name, and kids are buying his jerseys. Hey, throwing the ball great up until this point. Don't want to allow a leadoff walk. Needs to just focus in on his mechanics right here.
And he lays off there, ball 4. So the leadoff man is on here to begin stanza number 4. So here's Pete Alonso. He's 0 for 1 after grounding out in his only trip to the plate so far. He's set and the pitch. Good fastball as he gets the swing and a miss. Conforto aboard here at first with nobody out. And he falls behind 0-2. Hoping to send him packing. Pitch on its way. Chopped to third. Tough to get to. LeMahieu for one. On to first, and it's a double play. The second they've hit into in these first 4 innings. And there are 2 away now.
The batter, the center fielder.
So striding forward now, Mark Canha. He flew out in his last at-bat.
Almost, Matty. Almost went deep his last AB. Certainly just missed it. With this guy's big power, he's feeling pretty good at the dish. Look for him to try and get on something and drive it out of the yard this AB.
A ball and a strike now. A 1-1. Takes a pass and misses. That's strike 2.
1-2.
It's not easy to get your barrel to a pitch that high. That can be an effective location as long as he keeps it above the letters.
Got him swinging, and that will end the inning. Welcome back to the Bronx as we check in with Heidi.
Thanks, Matt. I talked with Yankees manager Aaron Boone during the break about the team's offensive performance so far. And overall, he's really happy with the at-bats they're putting together. It's still pretty early in the game, but they've seen a lot of pitches already. And he thinks the 2 runs they've pushed across so far is just the beginning, given the quality of the at-bats they're putting together.
Good stuff, Heidi. Thanks. And that gets him on the mound. Recovery throw is not in time, and that'll go down as a painful single. And now it looks like they want some time to review that one here, so they'll check with their replay guys. The call on the field was safe, but it was definitely a bang-bang play and tough for us to tell at full speed. Luke Voigt is in for the second time now as he looks at a ball inside 1-0. Out of play off to the right. It's 1-1. 2 runs, 5 hits, and 1 error on the Yankee line score so far. Out in front there as this one's pulled off to the left side. To 2 balls and 2 strikes now. And now here's a ball hit pretty well out toward right center field. And that's into the gap and should be extra bases.
Well, he was definitely struggling coming into this one, but I think we can say that cold streak is officially over. That's his second hit of the game, and it goes for extra bases. We'll see now if this game proves to be a huge turning point for him.
1 out and a runner on second base. And it's 0-2 to Sanchez. Out in front of that one, but he stays alive and will do it again on 0-2.
He was looking for a swing and a miss breaker right there, but left that one in the zone and it got fouled off.
1-2 to the Yankees catcher. Hit in the air to right center field. This ball is carrying well. Back it goes, and it is out of here.
Hey, that's the price you pay right there when you try and sneak a fastball past this guy. Power hitter, and every power hitter in the league knows you got to start with the numero uno, number 1, man. You got to get on the heater and adjust to everything else, and he did just that.
1 for 1 after a single this first time up. Ball 1. Well, they'll run this one in on him, and he can't connect, so he finds himself down 1-2 now.
Well, that's a jam shot right there. That's as good as it gets, in my opinion. Woo, up and in.
1 out, nobody on. And the slider gets him swinging. 2 gone.
It's never easy to rebound after serving up a 2-run shot, but that at bat was a good indication to me that he isn't letting it get to him. He went right after him for the strikeout.
Leaps and makes a terrific catch. And with welcome back. Heidi Watney standing by as we get set for the top of the 5th.
Matt, during the break, I caught up with the Mets manager to discuss his thoughts on his club's offense so far. And he told me he's pretty unhappy with their discipline at the plate in this one. He said their pitch selection has been the main reason for their struggles today, as far too often they've been swinging at pitches outside the strike zone. That's leading to a lot of soft contact and easy outs. So the focus going forward is on shrinking the zone and forcing the opposing pitching to throw more strikes.
Okay, thank you, Heidi. Strike taken up in the zone. Coming down in buckets, cats and dogs, insert metaphor here, and the forecast is not showing any signs of relief.
You know, one of the big issues is player safety, and right now this field is getting sloppy wet, Matt, and I don't know how much more rain this field can take.
2-2 to the Mets catcher. And he misses this one inside, and that'll run things full 3-2. Now the payoff pitch home. Good swing on a tough pitch, and he'll stick around to see another one. Back up the middle and in for a base hit.
The first baseman, number 21, Matt Adams.
Here's Matt Adams now. As a good changeup will get him to commit too early, and it's strike one. A base hit in his first trip. Now Adams connects deep to right. Gone! A two-run blast to straightaway right field. Home run number 2 for him on the year. And the Mets draw closer here. It's now a 4-2 ball game.
I know hindsight's 20/20, but you can't throw that pitch to that guy. Don't forget, he homered yesterday. So you know he's locked in and ready to roll up there. We'll see if he learns from that mistake.
Now batting,
J.D. Davis the next at bat.
Davis.
As the first pitch to him runs a bit inside for ball 1. Comes into this at bat 0 for 1 in the ball game. A ball and a strike.
Down 1-1.
From the windup, the 1-1 pitch. Just behind the fastball there. 2 strikes now. Swing and a miss as he couldn't connect on the two-seamer, and that's out number 1.
That's his second strikeout of the game. I wouldn't be surprised if a coach finds him in the dugout and gives him a little talk about shortening up and putting the ball in play. Good things tend to happen when you do that in these kinds of conditions.
Lofted in the air out toward right center. Gardner will range to his left and put it away. 2 down. And here's the former first-round draft choice, Brandon Nimmo. No hits in 2 trips to the plate for him in the ballgame. And this misses outside and a bit high. 1 ball, no strikes. Lifted in the air out to left. Stanton on the run. He tracks it down, and that will end the inning. But the Mets do strike for 2, both coming on this 2-run home run. On to the bottom of the 5th. Bottom of the inning now. Ready once again, Gio Urshela. He's 1 for 2 in this one. Good swing there, but this is foul off to the right side. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-1. This is in the air to left field. Waiting on it is Nimmo. Looks it into his glove, and there's 1 gone. And that'll bring up Gleyber Torres. He was a double play victim last time around.
He doesn't have to worry about that in this situation, Matty. No one on base right now. Try and get something up so you can drive the baseball.
That evens it up 1-1.
You can definitely tell with that foul off right there that he's picking up spin on this pitcher's off-speed stuff. Maybe expect a fastball on this next one.
Lifted in the air to center. Kenna is there now, and he has it. 2 gone.
Now batting, left field.
Next for New York, Giancarlo Stanton. It was a walk in his last trip. Just able to get a piece of that for strike 1. 4-2 our score here as we play inning number 5. Another one fouled off, and he's quickly behind 0-2. And the inning goes away in unceremonious fashion on a swing and a miss at a Stepping in and ready for another shot, Ahmed Rosario. He's hitless in his 2 at-bats so far.
Things not looking very good so far in this one, but we're still in the middle innings. They're down by a couple of runs, and this would be the right place and the right time to get something going. The last thing they want to do is to try to come from behind and win this one in the 8th or 9th inning.
Outfield shaded toward right center. Here's the first pitch. There's a strike at the knees, 0-1. Yeah, the rain starting to intensify here. It's coming down a little heavier now. We'll see how much longer the umpires can wait.
Well, you could say that again, Matt. It's raining cats and dogs out there. Make sure you don't step in a poodle. I think it's time to get the grounds crew out.
The 1-1 home. And right into the shift. He dives, but he can't make the catch. It's a foul ball. And this is swung out and missed, so it's 2 up, 2 down to start the 6th inning. Up next, the power bat of Pete Alonso. 0 for 2 on his line thus far. Not his best effort that time. It's strike 1.
See, guys, he is human. Occasionally an ugly swing right there, but he's having a monster season, so I'm going to give him a free pass.
1-1 to count. And that fastball's too much for him there. 1-2.
Thought this middle of the order might give him a fight and put up a little bit of resistance, but that hasn't been the case. He's carving right through them here.
Back up the middle. Gloved by LeMahieu. Throw in the dirt, but a good scoop at first saves an error as this side is retired. Mets go down 1-2-3. Still down by a count of 4-2. Now to the plate, Aaron Judge. He'll start things out against Noah Syndergaard as this inning is underway. Here's a cold strike about thigh high, 0-1.
It might be time for this guy to start mixing his pitches up a little bit better. He's pitching poorly, but you look at his first pitch strike percentage at over 70%. This team batting has a pretty good idea what his game plan is.
Hit down the third baseline. 0-2 count. Here's the pitch. They really bunch him up on that one as he swings and misses for the first out. And that'll bring up Miguel Andujar. Good pitch to hit, a sinker down the chute, but it's taken for a strike.
Very rarely does a pitcher like this leave one in a location like that. That's a pitch right there he'd like to have back. He'd love to swing at that one again.
From the windup, the 1-1 pitch. Popped up. Adams in foul ground, but this will land untouched. Driven nicely into the gap. Around first, digging for 2, but that'll be off the wall in right center, and he'll reach second now with 1 away.
Dan, that hit right there extends his hit streak to 8 games. Are you aware of stuff like that?
No doubt about it right now. He's swinging the bat really well, and after that knock right there, hey, listen, 8 games is nothing to sneeze at, so you can say, hey, he's going a whole calendar week with getting at least 1 base hit, so there's a lot of positives going on right now.
In there, 0-1. 2 hits in 2 trips for him thus far. Good hard slider there, but it runs away. It's a ball and a strike. We're in the 6th inning now of a 4-2 ball game. And it's 1-2.
It's becoming more and more common in today's game to see relievers like this that can run it up there close to 100 miles per hour. But it's so fun to watch it. He blew it right by him there.
A great pitch there as he couldn't get extended on that one, and he's down on strikes for the second out. Gary Sanchez will stand in again as we flash you back here to the 4th inning. This was a 2-run home run that was definitely one of the big blows of the ball game to this point. Now a swing and a miss, and things are not looking real promising here. Down 0-2. Sent on the ground out to second. Cano fields it cleanly. Throw on to Adams will take care of him, and the inning is over. So now it's Mark Canha.
Even though we're moving into the back end of this game, they're only down by a couple of runs. You know that old slogan of bloop and a blast. They could certainly use that right now.
Strike 1 to start the at-bat. He's ready. Here's the 0-1.
His command has been outstanding so far, hitting nearly all of his spots, and that's been a big factor why he's been so successful up to this point.
And a fastball swung on and missed as they set him down for the second time here tonight. At the plate, Wilson Ramos, 1 for 2 in the ball game thus far. And he lays off there, 1-0. Swing, high drive, left field and deep. Stanton looking up, and goodbye. This one ain't coming back. A solo shot here to left, number 10 for him on the year, as it's trimmed to a 4-3 game now.
That bomb didn't tie things up, but they're only down 1 right now and feeling pretty good they can come back.
Into the box now, Matt Adams. As he pops the first pitch foul behind the plate. He's off to a fast start in this one, 2 for 2, including a home run. And before the 0-1 pitch, he'll step out of the box and get his bearings a bit. Right side and right into the shift. LeMahieu's got it, and he'll whip this one over to first, and he gets his man for the second out. Ready now, J.D. Davis. He struck out swinging in his last trip to the plate.
Yeah, and kind of shocked he got blown away with a fastball. You could tell he was late on that one, and we'll see if he tries to cheat to something this AB.
Hey, they say solos won't kill us, but I gotta believe this guy's looking to do exactly that.
High in the air out to center field. Gardner is in his tracks now, and he will make the catch, so that'll do it.
Ladies and gentlemen.
Settling in now, Brett Gardner. He'll lead things off here in this one-run contest. No balls and a strike to count. One strike pitch is a fastball high, and that evens things at 1. And this one runs a little too far in, ball 2. Hit in the air out to left. Waiting on it is Nimmo. He's got it 1 away. You just sensed it was coming with the heaviness of the rain, and all the radar maps that we're seeing online lead us to believe this will be at least an hour.
Matt, this has the makings of we're going to see 2 different pitchers come out after this delay. The conditions are bad. It looks like this rain is going to be around for a while. I'd be a bit surprised if either of these pitchers come back out.
Well, the rain is finally past us as we welcome you back. Dylan Betances comes on as the new pitcher following the lengthy delay, and it looks like he's just about ready to go. And this misses the outside corner, so it's knotted up at 1-1. 1-2 now as that one's fouled off. To 2 balls and 2 strikes now. And that's taken high for a ball. It's full now, 3-2.
Every base runner in a close game like this really matters, so you can't afford to be giving out free passes this late.
Got him swinging on the fastball there. DJ LeMahieu becomes the second out of the bottom of the 7th. Gio Urshela is in with 2 away as he takes a ball, 1-0. And looked like a definite pitcher's pitch there on the inside, 1-1. Hit hard back up the middle, and that's in for a base hit. He's 2 for 4 now. Digging in now for the Yankees, Torres. He gets a shot to hit here in the inning following the 2-out single.
Yeah, that hit might not amount to much, but anytime you can extend an inning and give a guy with plenty of pop a chance to swing it, the outlook of an inning changes dramatically.
Checks his swing here, but he does so in time. Swing, and there it goes. He got all of that ball. And out of here, and I mean by plenty. That ball was crushed. Giancarlo Stanton now, as the first pitch to him is in there for a called strike 1. And this at-bat is quickly moving from bad to worse. It's 0-2 now.
Made him look silly with that one.
Swing and a miss, and that ends the inning. Yankees get a couple on the 2-run home run. Chad Green has been summoned from the bullpen as he'll do so to start the 8th.
Number 57.
Here comes the second baseman, Robinson Cano. It was a flyout for him in his last trip. First pitch of the inning is taken low and away for a ball. It's 1-0. Now action in the bullpen as their closer starts to get loose out there. Two balls and no strikes to Robinson Cano here.
Wow, that's what a veteran hitter will do, right? Takes two really good pitches, both just missing the strike zone, and puts himself into a good 2-0 hitter's count.
And he couldn't pull that one back as he clearly broke the plane to the plate, and that'll be ruled a strike. Now the 2-1 pitch is a fastball in off the plate for a ball.
If you're at the plate in this situation, you're only thinking one thing, and that is get on base. You got 3 balls. It has to be perfect over those 17 inches for you to pull a trigger. A walk is as good as a knock right here.
This is line to left, and that finds the outfield grass for a base hit. And he's able to hustle his way up to second as he'll reach here with a 2-base hit.
Man, that swing looked like self-defense than a real quality swing, but hey, he muscled it out there, and it was enough to get him safely to second. Those are the kind of hits that will drive you nuts as a pitcher.
Stepping in now, Brandon Nimmo. As he lays off a fastball too low for ball 1. The 1-0. Line towards center field. Gardner is there, and he has it for the first out. And this throw gets away from him. And that will bring in the former top prospect, Ahmed Rosario. He was retired after popping out in his last at-bat. Here's the first pitch to him. Swung right over the splitter there, 0-1.
Good luck with that pitch. That pitch is an absolute nightmare. Almost unhittable. Nasty downward action. High 80s velocity.
Pitch is way outside, and he can't even get a glove on it. And he's going to make it up to third here as he advances on the wild pitch.
Well, he has nobody to blame but himself. With 1 out, a runner on third can come home to score all sorts of ways. That's why, as a pitcher, you have to execute pitches even better when there are runners on base.
2 balls and a strike to Ahmed Rosario.
Well, we all know he's not the greatest threat with the bat up there. His numbers certainly aren't that pretty. But, hey, I give him credit. He's really working the count right here.
Swing and a liner, but foul. 3 runs, 6 hits, 1 error in the game for the Mets thus far. Hit in the air to center field. Gardner makes the catch. Now here comes the runner from third. And that'll score the run from third. And don't look now, but the lead's cut to 2 here. Into the box, Michael Conforto. Bases empty and 2 gone following the sacrifice fly. First pitch fastball off the plate there, and it's ball 1. A bouncer up the middle. Oh, and it eats him up a bit. And they'll have no play as he reaches first base safely.
Nice effort by the shortstop right there. Kept it in front of him. That's all he could do right there, Dan.
You know, dealer on a spot like that, that's an infield single. That's a tough play. Just to knock that ball down was a pretty good job. But any way you look at it, that should be scored a base hit, and I'm sure it was.
Ball 1 to start the at-bat. Now the 1-0. A runner on first with 2 away. 3-0 now.
If I'm managing this hitter right here, he doesn't even have to look down at the third base coach. You know he's got the green light. He's one of the best hitters in your lineup.
And he fouls this one off. The 3-1. And a good at-bat that time as he lays off for ball 4. And as a result, that'll move a runner up into scoring position now with 2 away. Tommy Canely trots in from the bullpen here as he inherits a tough spot with 2 on and 2 away. Digging in, Mark Canha 0 for 3 to this point.
Yeah, not his game so far. He's such a good hitter. We all kind of expect him to pick up 2 or 3 hits most of the time. That's not really how baseball works, though.
Looking to minimize the damage here. Just a bit high with the fastball, but didn't get the call. Lofted in the air out toward right center. Gardner is under it, and he makes the catch for out number 3. At the plate, Aaron Judge. He'll get things started now in the bottom of inning number 8. Paul Sewald is on to pitch out of the bullpen in the bottom half of the 8th. Fastball in there for a called strike. Outside for a ball, 1-1. And did he go around? No, he did not. Ball 2. Swing and a ball hit out toward right center. Right fielder giving chase. He gets there and makes the play for the first out. At the plate, Miguel Andujar. He'll try to follow up the double in his last at-bat with another big hit right here.
Yeah, he did a great job to go down and get that one his last at-bat. But I got to think they're going to pitch him up, maybe elevate something in the zone. Interested to see how he approaches this next AB.
First pitch on its way.
Count 1-0.
When you've got a guy that throws a good 2-seam fastball, you have to be ready for him to try to run it inside and jam you. Good job to lay off that one, but I wouldn't be surprised if we see it again.
Bases are empty, 1 man out. 2-1.
Big sweeping breaking ball right there. A good pitch, but if he wants to get him to swing at it, he'll have to bring it in a little bit closer to the strike zone.
He stays alive, still 2-2.
You're lucky if you get 1 pitch a night right down the middle. Cannot be late on that fastball.
This is on the ground over to first. Gloved by Adams, and he'll step on first for the out. 3 unassisted.
Now batting.
So coming to the plate, Luke Voigt. So far 2 for 3 in this one. Here's the first pitch to him. 2 out, nobody on. Maybe trying to back him up a bit there with the fastball. Line towards center field. That gets down, and the inning will continue. So that 2-out success means Gary Sanchez will get to hit here.
Hey, this guy's obviously seeing the ball right now. That's another hard hit single. 3 for 4 right there. He's looking super solid at the plate.
Standing in now, Gary Sanchez, as he will take strike 1 on the fastball here. No balls and a strike. He's got a hit in 3 at-bats to this point. Popped him up. Adams is under it, and that's the 3rd out. The Yanks leave 1. They still lead it 6-4.
Your attention, please.
So with a save situation on tap, they'll hand the ball over to a formidable force indeed. The very hard-throwing left-hander Aroldis Chapman fouled off. Chapman Nicknamed the Missile for obvious reasons, enters the day in third place among closers in All-Star fan voting, so it remains to be seen if he gets his invite to this year's festivities.
Yeah, and you don't want to leave it up to a manager's decision. You want to get in based on the fan vote, and he has a chance to do exactly that if he can make a late push as we head towards the Midsummer Classic.
Protecting on 0-2, so we'll do it again. Chapman's ready. Here comes the pitch. High and deep down the left field line. And that will end up a foul ball. Ready with another 0-2. And a good hard slider as this one swung on and missed for the first out here in the ninth.
When your closer comes in and strikes out the first guy he faces, everyone on the team can kind of take a deep breath. Still have 2 more outs to get, but retiring that leadoff guy is always huge when you're trying to shut a game down.
And it's fouled away. 1 out, nobody on. And a big pitch coming here late, so he'll step out and ask for time. Yoenis Cespedes will move into the on-deck circle now to try to get something started here with 1 gone in the inning. Look out, a fastball up near his dome, and that'll wake you up a bit.
Not sure if that was a purpose pitch or not, but I liked it. As a pitcher, sometimes you've got to be willing to back the guy off the plate by running something hard inside. You can't just let guys be comfortable standing in the batter's box against you.
Fouled away. Here now the 2-2. Bases are empty, 1 man out. Oh, and you can tell he wanted to hold off, but he swings through the inside pitch anyway, and he becomes out number 2. Next up from New York, J.D. Davis. He comes to the plate as the last chance for his side. 2 out here in the ninth. First pitch hacking here, and that's the first strike.
Hey, he's looking to punch out the side right here. And if this guy's going to do him favors and swing outside the zone, that's exactly what's going to happen.
Behind 0-2 now. A crowd of over 39,000 on their feet. Oh, and he dusted him off the plate that time. Some mind games being played now. It's 1-2. This is in the air to left field. Stanton has a read on it. Makes the catch, and that's the ball game.
And he puts a bow on this one to end it. How about his 25th save of the season? He's proven to be a solid tool at the back of the bullpen, and every team needs one of those.
A 6-4 finish in tonight's affair. So the Bronx Bombers jumped out to an early lead in the first and never looked back. Luis Severino gets to double digits with his 10th win of the year. Aroldis Chapman wraps it up for the save, his 25th of the year. So that's a wrap for us in this one. Mark DeRosa, Dan Plezak, Heidi Watney, Matt Vasgersian, we all thank you for watching Major League Baseball on MLB Network. See you next time.
Our final line score tonight. First for the victorious Yankees, 6 runs, 11 hits, 1 error. They left